Good morning, traders, and this is your S&P day trade setup for today. So we had a pretty solid day yesterday, and it actually bounced off the 50-day moving average. But the area of interest for me right now is this level here, which we are toying with now. I think what we're going to do is just go down to the 3-hour and just pick up, because there's going to be multiple levels here. So the first one is obviously there. And then we need to pick up this range, and I'm almost inclined to not pick the tops here because there's so many tops in this area, but to pick this area of 3384. And I just want to scroll across to the other side, and you'll see we do have a pretty solid area of interest here as well. Okay, so that is my area of interest at the moment. Now, the next thing to bear in mind is we have this spike and channel. Now, if you're not familiar with what a spike and channel is, in the description below is 2 links to 2 books by Al Brooks, which explains his price action theories, and this is one of his theories. So price will often spike and then form a channel, and it often does that. So it spikes up, spikes down, and then forms a channel. Okay, so just something worth watching, if worth reading if you've got the time. Brilliant books, those. So at the moment we are flirting with this area. So we had a fairly decent break above it yesterday, but you can see the moving average has held us up. And the big question here we need to ask ourselves is, are the bulls going to use this as an opportunity to get momentum up? Personally, I think we should see another leg down, but this bottom area should hold. So what I'm looking at would be a fairly decent pullback at the moment, just to come and test that this is a bottom. And if that pullback holds and we start moving back to the upside, that's going to give me a little bit more confidence for a move up. So at the moment, I'm sort of sitting neutral right now, which I think is a brilliant position to be until we get some clarity on what's going on. So let's just look at the hour. We're in this channel, and you can see how price was. I just want to move this down so it makes sense. And that one a little bit up. Okay, so you can see how we did flirt with this area here. It was a great area for getting out of the trade. There was also a breakout level right here, which is what price looked for. Okay, so whenever you see 2 areas like that, that's always a good area to expect something to happen. So in other words, I've got a diagonal level and I've got a horizontal level, which both basically almost intersect here. There's always going to be some action at that level. I just delete that noise. And so looking at the hour, what have we got? We've got a break above the moving average, and it does look like we have a bit of a wedge forming. This was a pretty solid day. I mean, from a futures perspective, let's just say we opened there. We had a good 3% move on a futures market. So that's a pretty solid day. I have a feeling we're probably going to consolidate and move up. So it's either here with this flag pattern or a little bit further down, and we're going to look to the left and see what we can find. This level here, I can actually fine tune straight onto these few bars here, and that is 3378. Okay, so summary, 3378 is a pretty interesting area. I'd like to see us get above 3400 and hold 3400. That would give me the confidence that we are breaking to the upside. But at the moment, any pullback 3378, I'll be watching with interest. A deeper pullback would be nice, 3349. And then I'm looking for price action. What price action am I looking for? I'm looking for pin bars, I'm looking for engulfing bars, and I'm looking for inside bars like that. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for in this market. I think we have a situation where buyers are coming in and building up again, but we could have a situation where people that were trapped in shares that let's say they were trapped on the wrong side of some shares and have now used this opportunity to dump them so they didn't take too much of a loss. So that is another scenario that could be playing out. But yeah, I think 1 hour, it does look like we have a potential micro trend reversal here. And if we look at the 8 hour, obviously, you know, the overall trend is up, but this is a pretty solid pullback that's happened, and we are below the moving average. So it's going to be volatile until we get back above the moving average and then start trending again. I don't think we may get another leg down from a double bottom. I mean, that is a possibility, a pretty strong possibility, and something which I would like to see, to be honest, because if that happens and that holds, it gives me a bit more confidence that we've got to move up. We do have a double bottom here. There's a neckline quite far away. So if you look at that there, probably going to take you to an all-time high. Yep, come back and test the previous highs. So anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Definitely a 15-minute trading chart, and look at the gap that we've got down the bottom here as well. So pull back down to here is not totally off the cards. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Being a little bit cautious. We'll be buying the dips, but the dips are going to have to be pretty deep for me to buy into, and more than likely scale in with half a position, not a full position. Just while it's so volatile, you're still going to make the same amount of money on your trade as a full position trade because of the volatility. So but your risk will be, you're going to have a wider stop. So your risk will be the same, but just a wider stop, make life a bit easier. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.